Hello. Today I'm going to explain to you a wacky history of Antarctica that I had in my dreams. If you're saying I am stealing this from r/maps, I'm the same OP, so yeah, I'm not stealing this. And also, I kind of took away some of the dream aspects just to make a more interesting world. So to start off, we have pre-discovery. Before Europeans discovered Antarctica, there were two cultures, the African Friendship Group and Wapo Island. The AFG was a community of penguins and humans already inhabiting and living in harmony, being all kind to each other and stuff. Think like your average kids show. On the other hand, Wapo Island is a small island just outside the town with a few murderous sociopathic penguins trapped on an island. The rest is empty and both tundra and habitable. This is the map. You can see there's not a whole lot. Now, discovery. Sometime between 1840 and 1860, the Russians discovered Antarctica and the two inhabiting groups, and they decided to settle next to them. The Russians then circumnavigated Antarctica and laid claim to all of it, which would prove important later. Hundreds of Russian settlers moved to the newly discovered colony and built wood forts and stuff. After the Russians discovered Antarctica, the first non-Russian group to settle Antarctica were a group of Germanic people. Records are lost, and I do not remember if they were Dutch, German, or Belgian. But in either case, there's a small German settlement in Antarctica. British colonization. After a couple years, in let's say the 1870s, the British and Americans finally arrived to the continent, taking huge swaths of empty lands and settling people there. The Brits, despite being enemies with the Russians, are fairly neutral with them, and they both accept each other's territorial claims. The, the Americans, however, don't like this, and they become enemies. Here's the map. Russia, two groups, Antarctica, America, and Britain. I'll let you pause and see that. The Powder Keg of Antarctica. That's right, World War I doesn't start in the Balkans, but rather in Antarctica. In 1908, the Russians finally built up a navy to challenge America's position, and an ultimatum was given to America asking to either cede all territory or face war. The Americans, not wanting to give up their lands, choose war, and Britain decides to join the Russians against America. Blah 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 spills out, World War One begins. What side was which, don't care. Blah blah blah. Here's the new map after the Great War. Now, my dream ends sometime in the middle of the war, but I want to continue to present. So, the Russian Civil War kind of throws everything into the monkey wrench, and actually, no, that's not how the saying goes. But anyways, the Russian White Army flees the Russian homeland since they're losing and make a white Russian state in Antarctica, and they invade Wapo Island because why not? The British, seeing an opportunity to retake lands that Russia stole from them in the Brits, seeing an opportunity to retake lands that Russia took from America, decide to help Wapo Island and invade the Russian White State, not to help out the Reds or Wapo or the Wapanese, but to just take a northern bit of Antarctica for themselves. Russia responds in a counterattack, but eventually it ends in a stalemate. The Dutch also annexed the AFG to protect them from the Russians or any other colonial power. The Dutch give the AFG a lot of autonomy and are generally regarded as kind to them. So here's Russia, here's Britain, and here's the Dutch. Something, something, something. We skip World War II because nothing important happens, and now we're at decolonization. But now it's, but, like, every state wants independence, right? So, yeah, a couple revolutions occur. Some here, some there. Some in that corner, some in this corner. And yeah, here's the modern map. We have two British states, Ellsworthland and the Antarctic Commonwealth, the Dutch Penguinian Union, Russian, three Russian states, and Wapo Island. Here's the population map, and yeah, that's about it. The end.